A love so fierce that it shook empires, yet so fragile it nearly destroyed them. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte and Josephine de Beauharnais. It begins in a France torn apart by revolution. Streets once filled with the laughter of kings and queens now echoed with the cries of the oppressed and the clash of ideals. Monarchs were dethroned, aristocrats executed, and the people of France were searching for meaning in chaos. In this world, two souls would meet, two lives destined to collide. One, Napoleon Bonaparte, a young man of unyielding ambition, genius in battle, relentless in pursuit of glory. The other, Josephine de Beauharnais, a widow with elegance, wit, and a heart both scarred and beautiful. Their story is not a simple tale of love. It is a story of power, obsession, passion, and heartbreak. It is a love that shaped empires and left a mark on history that has never been forgotten. Marie-Joseph Rose Tacher de la Pagerie, born in 1763 on the Caribbean island of Martinique, grew up amidst sugar plantations and tropical winds. From a young age, she learned charm and elegance, the tools that would carry her through turbulent times. Her first marriage to Alexander de Beauharnais was arranged as was common in her class. Alexander was ambitious, intelligent, and politically connected, but he was not a man of tenderness. Josephine, young and full of hope, discovered quickly that love was not always kind. Despite this, she bore two children, Eugene and Hortense. Yet happiness was fleeting. In 1794, during the Reign of Terror, Alexander was arrested and executed, leaving Josephine a widow at the tender age of 29. Imagine the courage it took to survive the guillotine's shadow, to navigate a world where trust could cost life itself. Josephine moved carefully, her charm and intelligence becoming her armor. In Parisian salons, she became a presence of grace and elegance, admired yet mysterious, a woman whose past whispered secrets and whose heart carried scars. Josephine's beauty was not just physical. It was the combination of survival, wit, and refinement. Men were drawn to her, yet she remained selective, cautious, aware that a careless choice could endanger her life, and later, her heart. She became a fixture in Parisian society, hosting salons that attracted artists, politicians, and military officers. It was here that her path would cross with a man who would become the most powerful in Europe, a man whose heart would be captured by her in an instant. Meanwhile, in Corsica, a boy named Napoleon Bonaparte was growing, unaware that he would one day command Europe. Born in 1769 to a minor noble family, Napoleon was ambitious even as a child. He studied at military academies, excelling in mathematics, strategy, and leadership. By his mid-20s, Napoleon had become a military prodigy. Italy was his proving ground, and victory followed him everywhere. He was fearless, commanding men and armies with a charisma that few could resist. But for all his military genius, his heart remained empty, searching for something more. Someone who could match the intensity of his ambition and passion. Napoleon first saw Josephine in 1795, in a Parisian salon. She was captivating, poised, elegant, and radiating confidence despite her past hardships. He reportedly fell in love instantly, a fire ignited in his heart that would never fully die. Their first conversation was brief but electric. Words exchanged were careful yet charged with fascination. For Napoleon, this was a woman unlike any other. For Josephine, he was a rising force, ambitious yet oddly tender in his affection. The beginning of their romance was played out in letters, hundreds of letters over years of campaigns. Passionate, obsessive, tender, these letters reveal the intensity of their love, the longing that defined their relationship, and the personal struggles behind public power. As Napoleon went to war, his letters became the lifeline between him and Josephine. Each one a testament to obsession, longing, and devotion. "I wake full of you," he wrote. "Your portrait and the intoxicating thought of you have left me no peace." Josephine, for her part, responded with warmth yet cautious distance. She understood the power of her beauty, the fragility of her heart, and the stakes of loving a man destined for greatness. These letters reveal much more than passion. They reveal the humanity of two extraordinary people. Napoleon, brilliant yet insecure in love. Josephine, charming yet aware of her own limitations and the precariousness of life during revolutionary France. Their letters discuss more than love. They discuss hope, ambition, fear, and sometimes jealousy. They argue in writing, apologize in writing, and find comfort in writing. In a time when Europe was engulfed in war, their hearts found solace in ink and paper. Napoleon's words were dramatic, sometimes obsessive, yet never lacking in tenderness. "I love you as the sun loves the day," he wrote. "Without you, my victories mean nothing. With you, even the smallest moments shine." Josephine replied, "I wish I could be with you, but Paris demands me and I fear your fury if I falter. Yet, my heart is yours." This exchange continued for months, shaping a bond that was as emotional as it was strategic, a union of hearts and destinies. In March of 1796, Napoleon and Josephine were married in a modest ceremony. Friends and family were few, but their hearts were full of emotion. Napoleon, in a rare moment away from war, was consumed by desire and devotion. Josephine, elegant and poised, felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Almost immediately, distance became their greatest challenge. Napoleon was soon dispatched to lead the Italian campaign. Letters became their bridge across miles, filled with longing, passion, and occasional jealousy. Napoleon wrote incessantly, "Every moment without you is a moment lost. I imagine you walking through the gardens, smiling, and I feel my soul tremble." Josephine responded with tenderness, yet maintained her independence. "My heart is yours, but I cannot abandon my life here. I hope your victories bring you back safely." Their relationship, fiery and intense, was filled with highs and lows. Napoleon's obsession sometimes led to jealousy, while Josephine's natural charm drew admiration from many men, creating tension and doubt. Yet, their passion remained undeniable, a bond forged in the heat of love and ambition. By 1804, Napoleon had achieved what few could imagine. He crowned himself Emperor of France. Josephine became Empress, walking into the halls of power with elegance and dignity, her beauty and poise captivating all who saw her. Their life together was filled with grandeur, luxury, and influence. Yet beneath the splendor, tension simmered. Josephine was unable to bear a child, and Napoleon desperately desired an heir to secure his empire. Their letters reveal both devotion and frustration. Rumors of Josephine's affairs and Napoleon's jealousy strained their marriage. Yet even amidst court intrigue and political pressures, the intensity of their connection never fully faded. Power had elevated them, but it had also tested the very heart of their love. Napoleon's letters reveal a mixture of command and vulnerability. "I am master of empires, yet powerless without your love." Josephine's words, though measured, reflect enduring affection. "You may rule Europe, but my heart remains your kingdom." In 1809, Napoleon made the heart-wrenching decision to divorce Josephine. He needed an heir, and their love, as powerful as it was, could not fulfill that ambition. Josephine's response was dignified, though heartbroken. She remained loyal, supportive, and gracious, even as she faced the pain of losing the man she loved. Napoleon married Marie-Louise of Austria, securing his lineage, but he never truly stopped loving Josephine. Their letters, even after divorce, reveal the depth of affection that persisted beyond marriage. He wrote, "I truly loved you more than anyone else, and I still do." It was a love that refused to fade, a bond stronger than titles, politics, and even time. After the divorce, Josephine lived at Château de Malmaison, dedicating herself to art, gardens, and her children. She became a patron of the arts and maintained her influence in French society. Napoleon, even in exile, remembered her. Their love story became legendary, not for perfection, but for its intensity and passion. Two lives intertwined, shaping not just each other but the history of an era. Josephine taught Napoleon about love, patience, and tenderness. Napoleon gave Josephine a love that burned brighter than most could endure. Together, they remain one of history's most compelling couples, a story of passion, ambition, heartbreak, and enduring memory. Napoleon conquered nations, but Josephine conquered his heart. A love story remembered not for its perfection, but for its intensity, a love that shaped history itself. If this story fascinated you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more epic tales of love and history. Because sometimes, history's greatest battles are fought not on the battlefield, but in the heart.